All right, hi everybody, it's Miss Kent here. I am going to do a video quickly from our last quiz and show to help you make corrections on yours. This is going to be for the learning target. I can write comparison statements from a set of data. We created this data right here saying that 5 students preferred pizza to 18 students who preferred tacos, and that's going to be the data we use to make these different comparison statements. So if we look at comparison statement number 1, it asks us to either use a ratio or a fraction. I'm choosing to use a ratio in this situation because 1 is already written for me in the sentence stem, and 2 is just a little bit easier to write and make sense of. So in our class, students prefer, I'm going to write tacos to pizza with a ratio of, and this is really important to keep in mind, I said tacos first, so because that's the first thing I'm talking about here, the number I'm going to write down first has to be tacos. So with a ratio of 18 to 5. So the first one again is tacos to pizza. It's in the exact same order as the way I wrote it in words right here. Then we look at another type of comparison statement, which is one where we use a difference to compare these two different things. So a difference means I really have to find how many more preferred tacos to pizza. So I'm looking and I'm trying to find a difference, so I'm going to subtract to help me do that, and I'll do it off to the side here. 18 minus 5, well, that's actually a difference of 13. So when I fill in the blanks here, I'm going to say in our class, 13 more students preferred tacos or prefer tacos. And I can see that that was the preference because 18 is larger than 5. Our last one, it's asking us to use a percent. Now, we haven't talked much about percents in class, but to find a percent, I'm actually going to set it up as a fraction first. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to say the percent will represent the number of people who prefer pizza. So I'm going to just fill that in right now. So for this situation, I'm going to take the number of students who preferred pizza, which in this case was 5, and I want to compare that to how many students were surveyed. So I'm looking at the total number of students, and that will be what I put in my denominator. So if I do 5 plus 18, that actually is equal to 23. So my denominator here would be 23. In my calculator, I'm going to find what that would equal if I were to divide. So I'm going to type in 5 divided by 23. Well, right here it shows that it's 0.217. And to me, that means it's really almost 22%. So I'm going to write 22% right here. You could argue it's 21.7% if you want to be more precise, or you could round down to 21%, but that's getting a little bit more off track and not as reliable of information. So 22 is a little bit more accurate here than 21 would be. So our statement in this situation would be, in our class, 22% of students prefer pizza, because that's what we were talking about. All right, so that was our video. Again, talking about comparison statements using sets of data. In the next one, I will talk about our next learning target. Thanks.